Rival Fantasy Sports now offers NFL mock drafts. This is the mock draft hub where you can find active and finished mock drafts of yours. You'll hit this button to start a new mock draft. The mock draft screen will appear. When you click on the three dots in the far right, you can set the draft settings. You have the options to name your specific mock draft. You can choose your draft type, snake or linear, number of teams that you want in the mock draft, time per pick, and standard or PPR scoring. Roster settings are also available to be adjusted. Just add or remove however you'd like. This is fully customizable and up to the user. Draft order is adjustable here as well. You can randomize it or slide specific teams up and down as needed. And then once you're done, you want to just go ahead and hit save changes here at the bottom. The sound speaker icon will control whether you hear draft sounds. Of course, you want to claim your draft slot for today's mock draft. I'll select the first pick of the draft. Down here, we're creating a queue for players you want to target. You can search by position. You can search a player's name. There are filters to use during the draft, which are, show drafted players, favorites, which are ones that you favored on their player card, and rookies only. Let's go ahead and start the draft. I'll go ahead and take Christian McCaffrey. There is nobody else in this draft with me today, so the computer is making the rest of the picks. Again, you could filter during the draft, rookies only, for example, or see who's been drafted so far. As you scroll down, you'll see players who have been drafted, but also non-drafted players with the add to the queue lit next to them, so you can add them if you'd like. On the far right here is where you can see your current drafted roster. You can pick through other teams and see what they have going on as well. All right, I'm up again, so I'm gonna go ahead and draft Justin Fields and George Kittle. Let's speed this up now for the sake of the video so we can get to the other mock draft features. Now at this time, you can also change or remove a drafted player. Maybe you're working a specific strategy or someone made a mistake. It's a helpful tool to have. You can also pull the player list up and down, so giving yourself a better view of either the mock draft itself or the player list, rosters, etc. Now auto pick is on here as well. You can turn it off or on as needed. We can also go over here to the far right again if we want and just pause the draft. This is if you need to step away for a minute or if you want to move players around. Again, test strategies, different potential outcomes. You can do all that right here. It's easier when it's paused. Of course, it's up to you. You can do it during the actual mock draft while it's moving along as well. Here, you're going to, like I said, you can swap players, replace them. You can also see the player card here. Right now, there isn't any data, but normally you'll see their scoring history, etc. Let's go ahead and speed through the rest of the draft with some slight video editing magic. Once you complete the mock draft, you'll be given the option to jump right into another mock draft, or you can close this specific draft room. That once you close it, it'll bring you back to the mock draft hub where you can find your newly finished mock drafts in the finished tab. You can pull any finished mock drafts back up to review them, and in the top right, those three dots will again give you the option to copy the link so you can share it wherever you'd like. Enjoy mock drafts now on Rival Fantasy.